Welcome back to the Black and Gold Report. I'm Kevin Freeman. It's always fun to talk a little baseball, and so I'm happy to bring on the program our next guest, Paul O'Neill. Coach, welcome back to the program. Good to see you again.
Thanks for having me, Kevin.
Let's talk some baseball. The Braves are off to a nice 8-0 start. Talk a little bit about the start of the season. I know you're still early in the schedule, but how are the players looking during the early going so far?
Well, obviously we can't look any better. Getting off to a good start right now, being 8-0. Obviously, it's the coach's dream to get off to a quick start, but I'm very pleased so far.
Well, last season you got off to 12-0, if I remember correctly. So
thanks for reminding me of that.
Well, it's always good to reach for higher goals, right? I mean, the statistics for the team are pretty ridiculous right now. You're batting .352 as a team. You've got a team ERA of 1.67 through the first 8 games. It really must feel nice to see your players performing at that level so early in the season.
The kids are doing a very good job right now.
You've also stolen 16 bases. Now, UNCP historically hasn't been known as necessarily a heavy running team, but you're running a lot this year. What kind of team speed does the team have, and are they smart base runners as well?
I think we've got a little more team speed than we had a year ago out there. But if you look at our stats right now, Josh Haley's got half of those stolen bases. So it's a little misleading when you just look at a stat line, but it's still early in the year.
Does he or any other your players have a green light so that they can go whenever they want, or do you?
Josh has a green light, yes.
Other than that, that's about it, though.
Pretty much.
Situational things, maybe. Well, you recently, last weekend, completed a 3-game sweep of visiting Salem International from West Virginia. You outscored the Tigers 32-0, 3 straight shutouts during that span. Talk a little bit about that series and how were you able to dominate it so heavily?
Well, we definitely had an advantage over them. It was the first time for them, first game of the season for them, first time them being outside. So we were definitely way more prepared than they were. Obviously our kids did play well. We executed. We did a lot of things the way we're supposed to do on our side. And, it led to some easy runs for us early, and we just kind of kept leaning on them, so to speak, as the day went on, and, did what we were supposed to do.
And Salem International, correct me if I'm wrong, but they're one of those teams who's a little farther up north, and they do a lot of their games early in the season on the road down south so they can play in a little bit warmer weather.
Yes, they're from West Virginia. And they're doing their usual southern swing where they start with us and they'll go somewhere else this coming weekend, and the following weekend they'll play another 3-game set before they return to home and start opening their home portion of their schedule.
So they're playing 10 or 12 games on the road before they even get started at home. We mentioned the 3 straight shutouts. In fact, UNCP has a 33-inning scoreless streak right now, and you've got to be happy with your pitching. Talk about your rotation. Just talk a little bit about your rotation.
The rotation right now, got Brad Isom back from last year. He's a senior. He was in the rotation last year. He's been throwing game 1 for us. We have a freshman in Jordan DeLoach who's been throwing game 2. And we've inserted Alex Pierce into the number 3 spot in the rotation. All of that's kind of been new to us, obviously with 2 of the 3 brand new to the pitching staff. And in the opening weekend, Brian Collins was our number 3 starter, and he broke his hand with a line drive. So it hasn't been all smooth sailing for us. We've had to do some piecemeal together and try to figure out who's going to fit what role and so forth. And quite honestly, we're still in that process right now of trying to figure out our exact lineup and what our rotation wants to be for us.
And obviously, we both know that streak's not going to last forever, but it's nice to know that when you do have an injury and when your team does encounter some problems, that you have people who can step in and do that. Let me ask you, there's the old baseball adage, of course, that good pitching beats good hitting. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. Pitching is the most important thing on the field. Good pitching beats good hitting. If you can pitch it well, play a little bit of defense behind it, and you're going to give yourself a chance to be in a lot of baseball games.
Well, you mentioned Jordan DeLoach, and I wanted you to focus on him for a second. He's a freshman. He's a lefty. This guy appears to have a lot of weapons. What do you see in Jordan DeLoach now and in the future?
Well, I see a young man out there who's competing very hard right now. He's doing what we're asking of him on the field. He's going to have a very good career in front of him, but let's don't, anoint him at this point after 2 starts of his college career.
Sure, but it's at least nice to know that he has the ability he has the poise to be able to handle the pressure that comes with pitching at the highest level. We got real quick here, Coach, I can't mention Salem International without talking about the weather. And we had some spectacular weather in the previous weeks, and all of a sudden Mother Nature decided to get cold. What was it like playing in the cold weather?
It was not very enjoyable. The weather was just brutally cold the entire weekend. It was miserable, to be in it.
And the 20-mile-an-hour winds didn't help.
It did not help at all.
All right, we're going to take our next break. We're going to come back and talk to Coach O'Neill about the upcoming schedule.